Hey, Rembo here. Welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to just talk about tires and something that I learned and something that I'm going to try out. Oh, by the way, there's the full exhaust with that big thing, catalytic converter missing. But hey, this is about tires. So these are the Continental Attack EVOs, all right? These are obviously DOT street tires. You can see that I pretty much use this at the track. This is worn down now because I took it on the street for some test rides. But you see the condition of the tire. And what I gotta tell you is for this RC390, this is an extremely sticky tire. Now, I do use tire warmers. You don't have to use tire warmers with this type of tire. I do really for one purpose, and that's to get more mileage out of the tires so that they last a little bit longer, because what happens is I'll get cold tears and they'll wear out quicker because I'll get these cold tears if I really just rely on the track to heat up these tires. So it works extremely well with tire warmers when I do go to the track. So this is the rear. The front doesn't look much different other than it definitely has some chicken strips, which I'm very happy about on that. But when I went to MotoAmerica, which one did I go to? When I went to New Jersey to see the very rainy MotoAmerica at the New Jersey Motorsports Park down there near Millville, New Jersey, I got a chance to speak with the guy who was in charge of the Dunlop tire area. And I've never run Dunlops before. I've had, I like Pirelli, I like Michelin. I'm new to Continental. I think Continental has been a great tire, but he made a recommendation. So let's go over to what just got delivered today and talk about that. Well, this is what I ended up getting based off of his recommendation. I told him he knows how old I am. He knows what bike I'm running. He's very familiar with it. So what he recommended for the rear was the KR451 with the 443, which is like a medium compound. And this tire is a 140/70 R17. The stock tire that comes with that KTM RC390 is a 150/60 R17. So this is a little more narrow. So what's gonna happen, the bike is gonna tip in quicker and I'm going to need less lean angle to turn, which is gonna be great. And this tire will easily fit on the rear wheel. Now for the front tire, we're looking at the KR448 110/70 R17, exact same size. And this is a little bit of a harder compound, but it is, you know, they are racing slicks. They're not DOT. They do come with the holes, the inspection holes, so you know what the wear holes, so you know where you're at. Now, this was actually cheaper for me to get these tires directly from Dunlop than it was for me to purchase the DOT tires that I have on the motorcycle right now from Continental. Now, granted, this is only going to be for the track. And in addition to that, I'm not going to get the same amount of wear, but it felt good that I was able to buy brand new tires specifically for the track that I will be able to take out, and it was less than me getting another set of DOT tires. Now, one of the concerns that I had about taking these Continentals out again, number one is the left side is pretty much demolished. The right side, because there's a lot of left-handers, really fast left-handers I go to Jennings, the left side is definitely worn out more than the right-hand side. But I've taken these tires to the track a few times, a few different days with the tire warmer. So it's had quite a few heat cycles on them. And there's really nothing wrong with them. I'm sure I can take them out to the track again. And what I'm gonna do is I'm taking them with me, because if I go out there and it's raining, I'm going to use these tires. If it's a dry weekend, I'm certainly gonna put on the slicks. So when I talk about how the left side is worn significantly more than the right, what I'm going to do for this tires is, if it's raining, I'm going to flip this tire around. Now, normally when you get these tires, you put them in, they're directional, okay? At the track, you're going to find out, if you guys who go to the track, you know what I'm getting at here. We just flip the tire around and then wear out the other side. So eventually, this looks like a really pointy tire when you're done with it, because you wear down one side, you unmount the tire, flip it around, it doesn't matter with the arrow, and then you put it back in the opposite direction so that you have more wear on the left side at this particular track. So the same thing goes for the Dunlops, and this is again something that I've spoken directly with someone who was in charge of everything that was going on there with MotoAmerica, extremely familiar with the tires from Dunlop. It's the same thing. If I'm at the track and this side starts to get worn down a little bit too much, I'm going to flip the tire and then get to wear it on this side. And again, you'll end up with a really pointy tire at the end of the day. So I'm going to give you a report on how these tires are working out for me on the track. Again, they're not DOT tires. What does it say, right? If it'll ever focus, not for highway use. Neither of them are for racing purposes only, basically just for the track. I'm even told that really I may not even need to put tire warmers on for these, but since they're slicks, I am absolutely going to use tire warmers on these tires. I'm a firm believer of tire warmers. Now this is a little bit more of a harder carcass with Dunlop compared to a lot of the other manufacturers. We'll see how it feels to me. I can only think about how it felt at the end of last season with the Continental DOT tires, but I'll keep you informed as to how this goes. And I want to go over two more little aspects of this. Number one is, since this is a 140/70 and not a 150/60, like I said earlier, the bike is going to turn in quicker. So I'm going to have to get used to that. If you've ever went from one size type of tire to a different profile, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And then right here across the top here, you can see we have all of our wear indicator holes. If you ever wondered, you know, how you determine when your tire is shot on slicks. But so I'm going to have to pay attention because the bike is going to turn in more. Now I believe it's not the twins, but it's the Junior Cup, and this is similar to like Moto3. If you ever watched Moto3, they have very thin tires in the rear because you can get more turning with less lean angle. All right, you're not going to have as much contact patch, but you're not going to need it because you can turn in with a lot less lean angle because of the profile and the size of the tire. Okay, and then the pressures on these are very different than standard DOT tires. These I'm probably going to run in the mid-20s in the rear, and the front will probably be normal, somewhat in the 30s, 33 PSI. But the rear, I'm going to probably run somewhere around 26 or 27 pounds, you know, maybe 26 pounds, maybe at the most, in order to increase contact patch. Anyway, that's it. This is Rembo. Please like, please subscribe. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And I hope you found this helpful. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you very much. And have a good day. I'm out.